And
God, you have news from nowhere?
Yeah. Isn't that wait, why is that funny? How do you even know what that is?
When you get down to the fame side, can you read me a bit?
Makes us think of all kinds of things. And already I feel as if I could understand Dickens better for having talked with him. Yes, said Clara. And I think in a few months... No, I'm not kidding you. Yes, said Clara. And I think...
Yes.
Ready?
Yes. And I think in a few months...
We shall make him look
younger.
And I should like to see
what
he was like
what
with
he
the
was
wrinkles.
like with the wrinkles.
Smoothed out of his face.
face.
Don't you think he will look younger after a little time with us?
Is that still me?
Yeah.
Don't you think he'll look younger after a little time with us?
The old man shook his head. And looked at...
Before dyeing my hair dark again, I sit on your bed and I see a book. News from nowhere. In the book, I am named, and my character Clara is worried. She is doubtful and scared. But the old man tells her a piece of advice. He says, "Well, my child, if that is so, go and live in the present, and you will soon shake it off." As I dry my newly dyed hair, you tell me that when you moved into this bedroom, you had set up your mirror by the window, and in the mornings, when you'd do a bit of makeup or pluck your eyebrows, you would do it very carefully. You would do it, careful not to look at your face. The sunlight was simply too revealing. All the colors and all the textures were so visible. You'd focus your eyes on that eyebrow or that corner of your eye. It was more complicated that way, but it was the only way you were comfortable. But now you say it's not like that anymore. Because we mirror each other, you and I, and because we have no alternative. We mirror each other in order to see the difference. We do the same thing every day in order to see that we're not the same. We've spent 3 months learning how to not cringe at ourselves, which is fundamental in order to live a life we want to live. I want to live a life without worrying about how I'm perceived. We've told each other not to worry since we first met. It works better when we get to hear it from one another. If I worry, you see it. You show it to me in my reflection. Then we decide to do something different to what we're doing. We decide to take care of ourselves. You hold my face way too hard when you put on my eyeliner, and you're not even looking at me. You're only looking at my face, and it's just a face like any other. I cut your bangs, and I'm staring at your forehead, and you're looking at me, but I'm just looking at your appearance. I'm just changing your character. I'm just adding my signature. You hold me accountable by holding a mirror in front of my face, or by holding one up to yours. I thought this was a story about hair, but it's a story about reflections. Hair is just a frame for the face, and haircuts are just different ways of getting into character. We're releasing ownership of our own appearance. Our faces are just faces like anyone else's, because we've spent so much time looking at them, and we've spent so much time letting each other look at them, and letting everyone else look at them because we're uploading them to the internet. Looking at yourself in a film is like looking at yourself through the eyes of a stranger in a cafe. That's all they can see. Another person just like all of the rest. No one knows which angle I prefer. No one knows how I used to look. No one knows if it's a good day or if it's a bad day. It's just the way I appear right now. Muhammad Ali said, "Champions have to have the skill and the will, but the will must be stronger than the skill." We are willing to change. We are willing to learn. We allow ourselves to get into character. We document ourselves, and now it's second nature. We're able to be the variations we have inside of us by seeing ourselves from every angle. We're able to get to know those characters because we're willing to actively change our appearance. The skill we're learning is a ritual, an enactment of the ideas we value. We're two character studies, two characters that study one another. We're each many characters inside of one that is studying herself. If I read her lines aloud, I can be Clara in the book that was written 2 centuries ago. I can allow myself to take the old man's advice instead of worrying. I can get into character, I can go and live in the present, and I will soon shake it off.